I was 15 when I finally decided for sure that I'd had enough with school. It was 2002 and I was about to begin the 10th grade at Amherst Regional High School. I'd been a good student and I appeared to be a happy, bright teenager, but I was absolutely miserable. I resented feeling that my time and energy did not belong to me, and I hated the rote learning that prevented me from doing things that actually interested me. I'm not pleased to admit that I sometimes let my frustration get the best of me, and it put a definite strain on my relationship with my family. I'd known of homeschooling from a homeschooled childhood friend, and I proposed the idea to my parents, who dismissed it almost immediately. Like most parents, they hear the word homeschooling and think of something scary, even impossible. They were encouraged by my enthusiastic list of the things I hoped to accomplish, though. Looking back on it, it's pretty laughable, but I dreamt big. My mom agreed to visit North Star for a meeting with Ken. At the time, both of my parents were working, and the structure of North Star made it possible for this to happen. There's absolutely no way that I could have homeschooled without North Star. After meeting with Ken, I sat down and talked with my parents again, and I was finally free. In my first year after joining North Star, I dove into a lot of things, though my family would tell you that my most remarkable change was definitely in my disposition. I took classes in a range of subjects, such as social issues, sustainable living, and Shakespeare. Ken set me up with a great volunteer opportunity at American Friends Service Committee. Mostly I was reading a lot. I was only an official member of North Star for a year and a half, though I now joke that I still use it as a resource while I try to homeschool through college. When I was 16, I began taking classes at the local colleges, and I was excited to learn that, as a teenage homeschooler, the world was open to me. I studied ancient Greek and Sanskrit drama at Hampshire, and this led me towards a love of classics and 4 summer Latin courses at UMass. I began taking college classes at GCC full-time the following year, and prepared to apply to a 4-year school. My first choice became Amherst College, and I was over the moon when they offered me a full financial aid package. I had to take the SATs and jump through some hoops, but in case you're wondering, I don't have a GED. Before I began college, though, I wanted to take a year to work and travel the world. I saved up some money and, working along the way, lived in an eco-village in Brazil while studying permaculture, volunteered in an orphanage in Chile, led volunteer camps in Iceland, worked in hostels around Europe, participated for a Habitat for Humanity project in New Zealand, and taught English in Thailand. My family is by no means wealthy, and I'm still amazed that I've been able to do all of these things. I finally began my studies at Amherst College in the fall of 2006, actually feeling prepared and excited about school. I'm now a junior, and I recently returned from a study abroad experience living in a Pure Lands Buddhist temple in Japan. I'm currently a work-study staff member at North Star, and I'm thrilled that North Star maintains such a big presence in my life. If North Star didn't exist, yes, I would have finished high school, and I would have earned good grades. But yes, I would have continued being a miserable brat, and college would probably be the last thing on my mind right now. I very much doubt that I would have been independent enough to take a year to travel around the world by myself. I look back sometimes at the list I made when I was 15 of all I hoped to accomplish if I were finally free from school. My life has taken a lot of unexpected turns since then, but I've stopped wasting so much time living for the future. As a student at Amherst High School, I was just waiting to graduate. Being a homeschooler forced me to take control and embrace the present, and I can't express my gratitude for that enough.